And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Tatum. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 for the offense. On the run, it's Simon. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too.
Dashing the D on the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see.
Turning it on! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give out of the gun. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Brings into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing to that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Rush is on him. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. This time on target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down, and they'll give up the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hauser. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense in press coverage. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Julio. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by just 1 over Akron. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Simon. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Chavez. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now they'll run the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man out of the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4.
Timeout, Texas.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right down the middle. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Bring in the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
But still an 8-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brooks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hauser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Trying to barge their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a chance. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Ncaa. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Tatum. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for room. It's Tatum. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. They boot it away. He couldn't find much much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He's got him this time. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Cardinals are on the move. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Creates a little room. Not much doing there. 6, a gain of 1.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
This time he's got it. Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the touchdown, Louisville. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Texas offense. Makes the quick grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's McCutcheon. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world. Let's be smart here. Use the clock, stay aggressive, but don't get reckless, Paul.
And don't be afraid to go back to the well. What's been working for you in offense up to this point? Don't be afraid to go out and try and execute those plays here.
Big fullback's got it. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown Cardinals. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse